What if I told you that the most powerful revolution in the Middle East didn't start with tanks, but with cassette tapes? No armies, no airstrikes, no nukes, just one man in exile, whispering words that would ignite an empire. This is not just the story of Ayatollah Khomeini, it's the story of how an Islamic republic rose from ashes, and how that legacy still haunts the world today. Stay with me, because by the end, you'll never look at Iran or revolutions the same again. The quiet beginning in Najaf Khomeini wasn't always a feared revolutionary. In the holy city of Najaf, Iraq, he was just a scholar, quiet, patient, and deeply religious. But behind those glasses was a mind studying not just Islamic theology, but power. He watched Iran's Shah grow rich off oil, while ordinary Iranians starved. The Shah called it modernization. Khomeini called it betrayal, and he began recording sermons on cassette tapes smuggled into Iran by pilgrims, played in mosques, bazaars, and homes. His revolution was spreading, and the Shah didn't see it coming. Exile turned into a weapon in 1978. The Shah thought he was winning. He had Western allies, a massive military, and a secret police force, the Savik trained by the CIA. But something strange happened. The more the Shah tried to silence Khomeini, the louder his message became. Protests erupted. Martyrs fell. Every death gave Khomeini more power. From a quiet house in France, he gave press conferences, outsmarting the Shah on a global stage. And then, on February 1st, 1979, Khomeini returned to Tehran. The Shah falls. But the real game begins. Millions flooded the streets. The Shah fled into exile. The monarchy collapsed. But this wasn't the end. It was the beginning. Everyone expected democracy. But Khomeini had a different vision. He used the people's trust to dismantle every form of opposition. Liberals were jailed. Secular leaders vanished. He rewrote the rules literally. Iran wasn't just Islamic now. It was the world's first modern theocracy. The power of Wilayat al-Faqih. Now Khomeini introduced a radical idea. Wilayat al-Faqih, rule of the Islamic jurist. One man, none elected, could override presidents, parliaments, and even laws. The Ayatollah became Iran's supreme leader. In every sense, religious, political, military, absolute. This wasn't a democracy. It was something new, something the West didn't understand and still doesn't. Legacy that haunts us today more than 40 years later. Khomeini is gone. But his system is not. Every missile test, every nuclear deal, every protest in the streets of Tehran has Khomeini's fingerprints on it. Iran's rulers still answer to his model. And for millions of Iranians, both those who praise and those who protest, it all goes back to one moment. When a man in exile turned his voice into a revolution. Some revolutions start with violence, others start with silence. But the most dangerous kind start with belief. If you found this story eye-opening, subscribe now, because we uncover the untold truths behind history's most powerful moments. Your support helps us bring you the stories others don't dare to tell.